Jesse Foster welcomes you to Father Nation, where other dads illuminate your path to become a better father. Prepare to enter into the man cave.
In 1997, I basically got divorced and got custody of my kids for the most part, my 3 daughters. And so my book, Foxhole Father, is really the culmination of that experience through really today of fathering on my own, the lessons I've learned. And this book just tries to impart directly to other dads, single and fathers who are married, my basic advice about certain situations that they're going to come across that they might not have the confidence to take on right now.
One of the things I enjoyed in the Foxhole Father was the question that you put, and you called it the desert island question to your girls. Can you talk about that?
Well, as parents, we all go through teenagers wanting pink hair or who knows what else to wear certain clothes. And so a lot of that is just from peer pressure, which is not always a good thing for kids just to follow along. So I developed this desert island rule where I just would ask the children, all right, you want to have pink hair? I said, great. And the question is, if you were on a desert island, you would never see anyone ever again, you didn't have a mirror to see yourself, would you still have and want the pink hair? This was meant to be a non-judgmental way of teaching them to really self-observe. And when they would personally come up with their reasons that, oh, they're doing it just because other people are doing it. And that started a broader conversation about behavior as opposed to some of the normal loud and angry or questioning type of parenting I see parents do every day when things like, imagine your daughter came home with pink hair. People sometimes have a very selfish reaction to that, and they fail to see it as a teaching moment. So the desert island rule, it's funny, over time, they started doing it themselves, which is what you want in life. This desert island rule really, for an 8-year-old, becomes something for a 50-year-old should use. The same exact, well, why am I buying this Corvette? Why am I going to the gym, meeting a 6-pack of abs? So it was a very important life lesson to self-observe, to see what their motivations are. And that's part of my parenting is, why are you doing what you're doing? It doesn't matter what your ex did. She has to find her happiness and go forward as a man and forge your own way, because your children will see that. Your children know you better than anyone. So if you're harboring anger and resentment, remember, what you're doing there is you're delaying your children's transition to their new life. Never say, oh, this is mommy's day. Never. Your day is every day. So if your children see that in you and see a happy person who's transitioned from this, remember, this is teaching them a life lesson. So let's say your daughter is going to get divorced when she's 40. Well, you want her to see your example here. Do you want her to sit and wallow in self-pity and fester with this and care what this person did to them? No, you want them to go on and be strong and have a new life and find their way to happiness. That's what you need to do. You are their example of everything that a man is supposed to be and how to handle situations. Remember that. Women tend to reach out to each other a lot more in situations than men do. And I don't know if that we're socialized that way or nurtured or it's nature, but please, anyone who's having a hard time with anything with their parenting, reach out to a friend and reach out to me. Please write to me on my website, foxholefather.com. I have resources and people around the world now who would love to talk to you and help. I'll be here for you.